All right, welcome back, my dear students. In this lecture here, we're going to be defining our database. Now, we haven't created a database yet, but we will. But we're gonna do this first, all right? So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to be using the same thing, same format I got right here a couple times. All right, so I'm gonna be pasting it a couple times. Actually 4 times because we need the DB host, the user, the password, and the database name. All right, so we're gonna be changing these fields right now. All right, so the first one that we need is the DB host. All right, usually this one is like the local host. All right, so host, and let's go ahead and paste it right here. All right, and of course we don't need all this stuff here. All right, this one is going to be the local host. It's good to have this information in constants. All right. All right, so the next thing is the DB user, database user, of course. We're gonna paste that in here, and we don't need none of this stuff. And the user that we are going to be using, of course, is gonna be just root. We're not gonna make a real user for now. When you are transferring this to a web location, make sure that your database user is the one that you assign it in your phpMyAdmin, of course. So the next one would be the password, right? db underscore pass. And this could be any name you want. I'm just naming it like this for those of you that are beginners in PHP. And usually this is going to be blank when you start from scratch with XAMPP, unless you make something else. And then the last one, I'm just going to call it db name. All right, perfect. Let's take this off, and we can call this ecom underscore db. All right, just to make it easy. All right, so I think we're done with this one here, and let's go ahead and right away create a variable here called connection that is going to have that connection for us. MySQLi connect. All right, we're going to be using the new MySQLi API for PHP. And this, I'm just going to copy this. I don't want to make mistakes. There we go. Make sure you put a comma right after so you don't get no errors. And the DB name. There we go. All right. Another thing that we are going to be doing here in this file is that we are going to be, because we want to use config.php to include everything, like all our functions there. So what we want to do is require it right here, require that file functions.php that's going to have all our functions. All right, so let's do that right now. Since we are in the same directory, we just have to say require once functions.php. Now functions going to be available every time we include it anywhere. Beautiful, right? I think this is looking really good. Later on, we are going to be adding some more here. Another thing that I want to add here, let's just do it right now, is that I want to turn on output buffering. This is just, all right, it's like a container basically, and I explained this a lot in the course, in my other courses. Output buffering, when you turn it on, it's just going to send the request to PHP. It's going to send a lot of requests at the same time. If you don't have this on here, when you're using redirection, when you're using a function like header here, like that, and you're redirecting somewhere else, it's going to give you an error. It's going to say probably like output headers already being sent or something like that. So let's turn it on right here. All right, and we're probably going to be turning on sessions when we add extra features to our actually let's just do it right now. Let's just turn on session on everything. Session start. We're gonna be using a lot of sessions here, so we're gonna just turn it on. All right, so let's actually, that's fine, let's leave it like this. All right, so we got this file configured already. If we need to add anything else, we will later on, but this should give us everything we need for now. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this lecture here. And if you are lost on what I'm doing here, if you don't know about constants or sessions or anything like that requiring, make sure that you take my other PHP for Beginners course. That's going to get you ready. And I'll see you in the next lecture. Take care.